Carl, you must be disappointed with the result, but from your perspective, how did that come about?
Well, they managed to get their noses in front. I think we, after analysing them in the first few games, they've got some positive results as we have, and the first goal is going to be the most important. So I challenged the players to be proactive and be positive in the first half. I thought it was our best first half of football this season. But we gave away a sloppy goal from a second phase and a deflected cross, and they managed to score, get their noses in front. We kept working, the boys kept fighting, kept working, and obviously the second goal is literally a little transition moment on a counter-attack, and you're 2-0 down. So I'm disappointed for them today because I thought they worked incredibly hard, showed a lot of fight and character, and obviously when you're on the wrong end of a result, it's always disappointing.
You looked particularly unhappy with that second goal.
Yeah, obviously we just made 2 subs, so I'm trying to inject something different into the game. I think we switched off just on a long throw, second phase inside, and the boy went through, and our balance wasn't right. It's sometimes basic, but the most basic things in football are the most important. So yeah, I was disappointed because I thought even though they had scored the first goal, we had much more of the play without actually creating too many clear-cut chances. Credit to them for blocking, but our quality in the final third wasn't good enough throughout the game today.
Can you pinpoint why that was, Carl?
Listen, I can't. It's just maybe it's overhit, underhit. They have a lot of bodies in the box, and you can analyse a game whichever way you want. And in the early, I think around 1 or 2, I wanted them to get more in the box, more in the final third. So they've done that, and then obviously the outcome of the actions have resulted in blocks or overhit crosses or overhit shots. You got to just keep practising.
The boos were pretty audible on the final whistle. I mean, your thoughts on that reaction?
Yeah, listen, supporters have got every right to be disappointed. I'm disappointed. The players are disappointed. But what I'll say to the player, to you and to the players and to the supporters, that I thought they were brilliant today until the last 96th minute. They kept going, and we need them. The players need them. But don't blame the players. If you want to blame anyone, blame me. I'm thick-skinned enough to do that. I understand football's a results-driven business, but I'll continue to work as hard as I can because. If you don't do that, then there's something wrong with you as an individual. And the one thing people cannot do is criticise my work ethic or my will to try and win. So I'll continue to do that as much as I can. But it's not nice when you hear boos.
What do you make of the pressure that you are under from a perception point of view, I guess, from the outside?
Yeah, well, someone mentioned that to me, and you can control the controllables, and that's what I do. I'm sitting here. Probably the 3rd or 4th manager in a couple of years, and I know that. And it's if you look at the history and the deep-rooted, how can I say, analogies and thought process and opinions of a lot of people, experts, and so-called in the know, there's a common theme. So I'll just do my business. I'll continue to be open and honest with you. I'll continue to work as hard as I can, but stick with the players. That's the most important thing.
What's the common theme, Carl?
Sorry?
What's the common theme?
Well, sometimes to fix something, you have to get better. You have to have a plan, and you have to try and have a core of players. I've rumbled it up a little bit this year to try and get a new core of players because what I believe over the last couple of years hasn't worked. So 3-4 games into the season, there's trends appearing. We need to be better. First half slow. I think first half slow. No, second game, first 30 minutes very slow. And then last week, first half was a bit so-so. Today, I thought we were excellent, and we don't get results. So that's what I say to you. I know it's a results-driven business. What I'll continue to do is work with the players. I'll continue to have my backing, and I said I'll drown out the noise.
For reasons, well before you came here, there have been plenty of overhauls at the club in terms of players. Yeah. You touched on there's got to be a plan as well.
Yeah.
Beyond just bringing in new players, what's the plan that you're building here?
To try and bring a number of youth players through. We talk about it all the time, and I can go and sign, and you can say Tom Mahem is 34, and you can say Dimi Petratis is 29. All right, I can go and sign 16, 18 really old players, but I don't want to do that. I had that last year, and it didn't work. So I want to try and get the nucleus and the core group of players in an age range which I want. To do that, you have to be brave, and I think I've done that. I've told the club that's what I want to do and play them. But I also need to win as well, as you mentioned there. It's a results-driven business, so I'm not naive enough to know to not expect a little bit of pressure or a bit of disappointment when results don't come, and you accept it and you move on.
Moving forward, How do you expect that new strategy to work for you?
In what respect? Sorry,
So with your team, the
Yeah.
players that you've employed.
Yeah. We just need to be better in final third areas. So I think the performance was very good. I thought we did a lot of things right. I thought we won a lot of duels and little second balls, which I didn't think we did in the first couple of games. So that was good. Our passing was better. Our final third entries number was better. Our outcomes in our final third weren't good enough. So we need to work on that. But they just need to play like they did, but have a little bit of more quality in the final third, which is the biggest thing in football. It's how good you are in the final third.
Carl, you obviously
Yeah.
changed the team from the
Yeah.
cup game. But
Yeah.
I wonder just how much of an impact, like, you know, around the group that would have had, you know, losing to a bunch of part-timers.
On Tuesday,
Yeah.
I was. It's not nice. It's not nice. There was a number of disappointing things in the game. Again, whenever you're a manager and you make decisions to rotate and rest people for games, if the outcome isn't right, then you get a lot of criticism, and rightly so. I thought it was a very poor performance by a number of players. I thought the best players on the field were the young ones. I was always going to change the team. I needed some freshness in the team, and I thought the boys looked fresh today. So, you know, we've had a difficult week, I suppose you can say, in football. It's a long time. 2 defeats in a row is not great, you know, but it was a totally different team today. So there's no reason why this performance should be dictated by the Tuesday's players, because not many of them played.
But I'm saying,
Yeah.
mentally.
Yeah, mentally. Yeah, it's disappointing for the group. I said, yeah, you try and keep everyone involved, which I did on Tuesday. Some players took their chance. I think the young kid who come on at the end in the last 10 minutes, Ali Lapani, took his chance the other day. I thought he was the best player on the field. He got his reward today by playing some minutes in a big derby game. So disappointing for the group, disappointing for the club. We know that. But what we can do is roll your sleeves up and fight.
Anything else, guys? All good? Thanks very much.
Okay, all right, no problem. Thank you.